Hey guys, what is up? It's TheGameFaceHD and welcome back to episode 1 of my new career mode, and today we're doing a Fulham career mode. I wanted to start something a bit different, and I thought I'd start a different career mode to the ones that I've done before in the past, like the PSG one, the Werder Bremen one, the Fleetwood Town one, and I thought I'd go back to the English League because I prefer doing stuff in the English leagues because I know it a lot better. I thought I'd go with Fulham. They've got 10 million to spend, 50 grand a wage, roughly about that amount, and pretty much I started it all off in this episode, and we do make some decent transfers actually over the next few episodes. But for those people thinking, oh, it's Fulham, it's not that good, then you might decide to change that idea, because I actually think I'm quite enjoying it at the moment, my Fulham career mode, and you can just see at the moment I am changing the squad about. Hangland, he's injured, so searching for a new centre back really, and we did actually struggle. I spent about 10 minutes, maybe just under, just looking for a centre back. I tried loads of different things, changed it from 5 to 2 million. And putting a wage on there. You can see we've actually got 40 grand a week, so even less than I thought. I did realise I had to get a few people to sell as well, otherwise we would have probably too many people, and also we'd have not enough wage budget or transfer budget. But you'll notice that on this one, the squad's updated, so Max Schwarzer isn't even at Fulham. He's actually, you don't even think he's at Chelsea, but you can't get him on free agents or anything like that. So I did continue to look for centre backs, putting at 5 million and 25 grand at wage budget, and I did try and find somebody. I really did struggle. I didn't quite manage to put a bid in for anybody, so I just went to putting people on the transfer list, and I went down the whole squad, all 34 players, and basically just decided which ones I would be using and which ones I wouldn't be using. That was pretty easy, but I ended up putting a lot of people actually on my transfer list, so that was a bit worrying. But I did go back to looking at sort of loanees and centre backs that I could try and get. So I turned to trying to get Nacho Fernandez, I think that's Nacho, and he's 22 years old, 71 overall. He looks pretty decent. 2 million was my first bid, and I was really hoping to try and get him rather than getting him on loan. I'd rather get him on buy him. I think that'd be the best thing to do. They did accept the 2 million, and I then put in obviously the wage, 10 grand a week, and put him as a squad rotational player, just because he's not going to be an important player. He's not going to be a crucial player. But that's probably about right, I think, squad rotational player. And I then tried to get rid of this guy for a bit more, 90 grand. They offered me 80, and they weren't too happy about that. You'll see that in a second. They didn't really want to buy him for that much. I did, however, manage to get my first signing, and I was really happy with that, getting a youngster in. Not only getting him in, but he's actually a permanent deal. It's not a loanee. You'll see there are a lot of different talks going on. PSG obviously trying to get Vincent Kompany, and a few other things like that. I think Tevez and into Milan, stuff like that. We do try and go for Nesta because he's free, and I thought if we can get a free guy on there, he's only 9 grand a week, that'd be great. We also went for Seedorf. Now I know both of them two players are old, but they are still decent players, so I was hoping that despite me paying quite a bit of money for Seedorf, I was hoping that he'd actually be still really good. Same with Lucio, 34 years old, but he's 80 overall, and I thought he's got experience, and I think he's got another few years, to be honest. But I really wanted to try and get him in because Hangland's obviously injured, and I didn't know how long he'd be out for. Lucio's obviously a great player, and I was considering Brad Friedel, but I changed my mind. We also put in another bid for another centre back, which you will see I don't actually get him, but I'm glad I didn't get him now, because I don't think I'd have needed that extra centre back. But like I said before, they weren't happy with their 90 grand, so I tried to up it to 85. They still said they wanted to pay 80, and I was hoping that 85 would be okay. However, we did manage to be able to put in sort of a wage offer for Lucio, as they did accept the transfer offer that we sent to them. I put him as a crucial first team player because despite him being injury prone, you know, he probably won't be playing all the time. But I thought, you know, I'll keep it like that. You'll see that guy did get I did get rejected. I just thought at the end of it, I don't really need him if I'm getting Lucio, and I've already got that other young centre back, so I don't really need another guy in. However, I did just decide to accept it in the end because, you know, he was obviously they were obviously not going to accept 90 grand a week, not a week, sorry, 90 grand to buy him. So I just thought 80 grand may as well get him off my wage budget. Lucio does accept, and he does end up coming to Fulham. Fantastic signing to get, and I was really happy with that, to be honest. It was a decent signing to get, and I added him to the team. Now we do have our first friendly match, and that is against Inter Milan. Massive game to kind of see, you know, are we going to be decent next season or not. We are on professional, so it is a fairly, you know, it's difficult fairly, and we end up trying to get another player, another guy, except we're getting a midfielder here, Jean. Now I've not really heard of him, but at 26-year-old, 77 overall, and, you know, 2.75 million I was offering for him. I thought that would be a decent offer, so I was hoping to really try and get him. He seems like a decent player, and I really want to try and get him. I did end up lowering it down to 2.5, just basically because I added a player as well. But we do go on to the Inter Milan game. Like I say, we are on professional, so it's a difficult game, but obviously it's a friendly. I was going to try and skip it, but I thought if I end up doing that, there'll just be people getting injured constantly. You'll see that there's only like a minute left of the video, or two, and that's because not a lot really happened in the game at all. Very little happened. I was just getting used to the team, and you know, obviously my first game, so I was trying to sort of just settle in with the team and get used to the players I had. I tell you what, Emmanuelson is fantastic. He just constantly gets on the ball. He might lose it like there, but he really does get involved quite a lot more in the next few episodes. I do try and bring on a few subs, you know, change things up a bit. 90th minute, whistle gets blown, and it does finish 0-0. Like I say, nothing really happened in the game at all. Very few chances, very few major chances. But Jean, they declined it because they wanted more money and they weren't really interested in the player. So I just thought, let's go 3 million. And 3 million, I think that's bargain for a 26-year-old, 77 overall. He was going to fit straight into the team, replace Sidwell. And we thought we needed a left back as well. So I thought I'd try and get this guy, 28 years old, just to kind of replace Risa, because he's 31 and they're both the same overall, so I thought that'd be a really good signing to get in. I have heard of this guy, never played with him that I know of, but I think he's a decent guy. 400 grand plus Gianna Risa. I thought it was a pretty decent offer for me to send. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.